Good morning to you. Daybreak show rolls on with more great guests. Spencer, it's so wonderful to have so many folks from the community stop by the old Daybreak show to talk about things going on. And the Hood Canal Kiwanis are another such group, nonprofit organization in the community. And big thanks to Peninsula Credit Union for offering up time for 501c3 nonprofits to talk about the great things they do to help raise funds for wonderful organizations and projects around the community. Dale, Pat, and Tudi are in studio with us right now. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Thanks
Good morning.
for sitting in and talking about the 4th annual Spring Plant and Huge Rummage Sale. Starts on Friday. Tudi, let's start with you. Tell us where it's going to be and what are some of the great things that we're going to see here once again.
We have probably well over 3,000 plants coming again from the Washington Correction Center.
Sure.
They have been busy since January planting and growing these beautiful, beautiful plants.
You started that partnership of what, 2 or 3 years ago?
3 years
now?
ago, yeah. This is our 3rd year.
That's pretty awesome.
And we're perfecting it and changing it a little bit every year. And so it's turned out to be just the greatest partnership.
That's cool.
And they just are growing some nice ones.
Hanging baskets here, I see, and unusual plants as well.
Yes, some of those unusual plants are from my yard.
Like which ones?
The Himalayan honeysuckle, which is not a honeysuckle, it's a bush, it's not a climber, and has the most beautiful flowers, which turns to a little grape cluster. They look like a little tiny grape cluster, and they're about 3 inches long.
Wow.
And beautiful plant. And we have some hops plants. Another one that's a really fun plant to grow because it grows like 25 feet tall in one growing season.
Wow.
And you can either take the hops off and I don't really know what the process of making beer is, but you can use it because there's like millions on there.
Yeah.
Or you can cut them off and use them. You can make a wreath out of them because those flowers dry and they stay that way for like a year.
So you could take
more.
your own. So you could probably not the first year, but after a couple years after they grow up.
Oh, the first year
you'll get a whole
bloom.
bunch that first year.
Yeah.
Make
Not
your
as
own?
many. I mean, the one I have grows up and across 3 trellises and up on a fence.
Holy cazoli.
And it's a beautiful plant. Really
That's
beautiful
awesome.
plant, whether you use it for hops or not.
Pat, talk to me a little bit about what the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade builders clubs are working on for the school.
They do these fire starters where they take milk cartons and cut them up and
Egg cartons.
egg. I'm sorry.
That'd be a big fire starter right there. If it was a milk carton.
Yeah.
But they take egg cartons. I've completely lost. Take these egg cartons and they use wax and stuff, and it's for starting fires and that. And they've done them for years, and we sell them at the plant sale, and they actually come over and sell them and stuff. And the kids are, again, the Kiwanis in Hood Canal have tried to get the kids involved in the projects with the community garden and this kind of thing where we're raising money for the school. We're trying to get the kids involved in. I think this year's Builders Club is the largest one that she's had, isn't it? Aren't they?
Yes, there's like 20, 22, something like that, in that range. But yes, it's huge.
And it's good for the kids to learn
community service.
Community
and that's
service and volunteerism.
Basically what we teach them.
I never learned that until I was 35. I've had it pretty hard since then. But I'm just being honest. I mean, my family didn't do that kind of stuff, and I wish they had. And we've certainly done it with our kids and stuff. And my wife and I are pretty involved in the community. And the Builders Club, it's just a great way for very young kids to get started and learn about helping the community. And they go through the whole deal. They help plant the seeds at the beginning of the year, and then they come for the final harvest. They go over to the food bank, weigh the food to see what we're giving.
So they really get a good whole deal.
And then they help distribute it to the people of the community. How's it get any better than that for the kids? It's a great deal.
Dale, tell me a little bit more about some of the other ways that the Hood Canal Kiwanis benefits the kids up in the Hood Canal area.
Well, the whole idea with this whole process is, like Pat says, the interaction between the youth and the individuals in the community. So many kids nowadays are shut-ins. They go to school, they come back home, they're on their laptops, they're on their computers, they're on their games.
Yep.
You get them out into the garden, you get them out into their groups with the schools, with example the key clubs, and with the groups and activities, and get them doing things with the community. It shows them that there's more than just sitting at home. And today that's more important than ever. The Masons, we try to do the same thing with the Bikes for Books. That's what we do. And nowadays we're doing not only the Bikes for Books, which is trying to promote the literacy, but we do Kindles for books. So the grade schools pick a student, and not only do we give them a bicycle, but they have their choice of a Kindle, which they can turn around and program and continue to read. If it's raining outside, they might choose to sit home and continue to read with Kindle.
You mentioned the Masons. This is at the Union City Masonic Temple at 19331 North Highway 101, right across from the Lucky Dog Casino on the way towards Hood Sport there. So the hours on this thing, Tudi, tell us a little bit about Friday and Saturday. What are the times?
9 to 6 on Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday.
And in the mornings, breakfast, no? Dale, what are you cooking up for us?
7 o'clock in the morning on Friday, we're going to start serving waffles. Blueberry waffles, regular waffles, strawberries, whipped cream.
Yum.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We're going to load it on. You get a plate full of waffles and some sausage and some juice and coffee. And it's all by donation. You choose the donation you wish to give us, realizing it's going to cost us a little bit to feed you.
Sure.
Help us out so that the Masons can provide those bicycles or provide those Kindles to Hood Canal School or to the Squaxin educational program for their children. And that way we can help the community also and get those kids motivated, just like the Kiwanis does with their program, with their youth and their programs.
Pat, tell us a little bit about things that you see at the rummage sale. And don't keep quiet some of the stuff you're looking at. Let everybody know.
I'm telling you, there are treasures. There are just treasures. And I think our intent this year is not to price anything, right? Except for some of the big items. But we're going to let people tell us what they. Am I correct in that?
That's what I understand.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
that's
I
what it
understand.
is now
So,
that you spilled the beans.
We've
what
been
an
more on the
opportunity.
yeah, and there. I mean, we have a totem pole.
Oh,
I have
wow.
not seen it.
You know,
yet,
I'm
but-
missing a totem pole in my family. What is the deal?
Yeah, I'm really anxious to see that. And-
That's cool.
But again, you know, we do that. And we do the plant sale. It's all about raising money for the kids in the community, and we've got a group of people in Kiwanis and Masons. We partner with them for this sale for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's all a common goal to help the kids in the community, and I think for a small group of people, we do a heck of a job.
That's
doing
right. How
that,
many
you know?
folks are in the Hood Canal Kiwanis?
I believe not much more than 20,
Yeah.
24 around in there. And that's on our roster. That's not necessarily all the active ones.
participants. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And you guys are busy
Yeah.
through the community too. I mean, I see you all about. I remember running into you guys at the Fjorden Crossing
Yes,
there, right across from the IGA. That's coming up in June with Hood Canal events. That's a big, fun one too. So you guys are very active in the community, not just in the Hood Canal, but all throughout Mason County. The big fourth annual. Man, that's awesome. Fourth annual spring plant and rummage sale this Friday and Saturday. Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 4. And is this the kind of one of these ones, like especially with your Himalayan honeysuckle or the hop vines and stuff, limited quantities, you're going to want to be there Friday at 9, right?
Absolutely.
You're going to want to get these because they're going to go quick.
Yeah, we also have some really beautiful hanging baskets.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
However, they're also limited
Yeah.
because we haven't. We actually are going to get those through the women's prison in Purdy
Sure.
today.
Today.
You're
And
gonna go
and
pick
this is
those up?
another new partnership that we have not done. So we bought 10 of them to see how they go. So and I want to tell you that we raffled off one from there last year, and it was the most spectacular thing I've ever seen. I mean, it
that's
was
great.
enormous and beautiful. So I expect that these are smaller than the one we raffled off last year, but they're 14-inch, and I'm sure they're going to be packed full and absolutely gorgeous. Those 10 will go.
Yeah, for
Saturday
sure.
morning.
Well, Mother's Day, exactly.
Mother's Day,
Yeah,
I think.
so if
Hanging
anybody's
baskets, a great
interested in those specifically, they better be there at 9 o'clock on Friday morning.
sure.
Because I'm sure they're going to be spectacular.
Dale, Pat, Tudi, you got one more thing for me?
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody on not only the breakfast feed on Friday, but on Saturday, the ladies of Amaranth, the Masons ladies of Amaranth, will be having a breakfast which will include the biscuits and gravy.
Yum.
Yeah, good stuff. And the nice thing is also the Masonic Lodge is nice and cool. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be warm.
It's going to be toasty on Friday and Saturday. So
sure.
come on down and walk through the lodge and get a chance to pick out what you want and stay cool and have a bite to eat.
Yeah, and the ladies are also offering soup and sandwich lunches.
That's right.
Both days.
Oh, cool. Very
So and I've yet to be there where they haven't had some pastries too.
We need some food at the radio station
Haven't
when we
heard
come in
that.
early in the morning. If we donate, can you guys
Jeez,
come in and make
I'll tell
some?
you what. That's it.
I'll
Yeah.
make sure they stop by for you.
Dale, Pat, Tudi, great to see you guys.
Thank you
Good
so
exchange.
much.
You
Thank
guys have a
Appreciate it.
wonderful
Thanks for having
time.
us.
Good